Hey guys, what's good? This is your boy Matto MTL. Today we're going to be looking at the Nike Boxtrolls Roshe Run Trollstrikes. Without further ado, let's dive right into these sneakers. Alright you guys, so we're back. I finally got to add another Laika and Nike collaboration to my collection. These sneakers are the Nike Boxtrolls Roshe Run Trollstrikes. So as you guys can tell, I'm a little bit of a fan of flair and shoes that really pop and stand out, right? But actually this sneaker is so down to earth that it's actually below the earth. And I'm playing a really bad pun here based on the theme of the Boxtrolls, but basically the Boxtrolls live underground. And what we're gonna do today is take a look under the lid of this very special Boxtrolls box and see just what the Nike Roshe Run Trollstrikes look like. Now, I ordered these sneakers off of StockX, shout out StockX, but also shout out StockX for not properly verifying the sneakers. I got them in the mail, was super excited, but I had a really bad feeling about this. Since these sneakers were a very special limited edition release, they came with socks that were thematic, they were printed in a sort of bandage print to go with the bandages that the protagonist and the Boxtrolls tend to wear on their feet instead of wearing sneakers or shoes. So these socks were super important to the collection to be worn with the sneakers. Unfortunately, the person who had these sneakers before probably wore the socks or lost them for some weird reason that I can't figure out. And they also are missing one of the regular wrapping papers that go inside the sneakers. So you know how sneakers come with stuffing paper? Well, these ones come with the thematic stuffing paper, which I'm going to show you in a second. Unfortunately, these sneakers did not come with that thematic paper. They came with regular stuffing paper in only one of the shoes. It's very odd, very irregular. I brought it up to StockX. They did try and make it right, and they gave me a $40 reimbursement. Unfortunately, it doesn't fix the problem that I have, that this entire sneaker is not in its original form, which is going to make it harder for me to ever want to resell these, even if I did, which I don't. But, you know, as a collector, it's great to have all your ducks in a row. So without further ado, let's take a look at these shoes, because that's what you're dying to see. That's what I'm dying to show you guys. And we're going to start with the box, because the box itself is actually even crazier than the sneaker. So the box is laser cut. It looks like a manhole cover that you would have for a sewer, because the Boxtrolls live under the streets of Cheesebridge, which is essentially the setting for the Boxtrolls film. Now, as you guys can see, it's got sort of rusted edges. You've got your size tag and your description of the sneakers right here. And then once you open the sneaker top, you get a sort of interesting dust bag, which is actually a sort of sugar sack. It says, pure, fine, and granulated sugar. City of Cheesebridge, a Gouda place to live. I absolutely love the wordplay. As somebody who's a fan of dad jokes and very bad jokes, this is definitely right up my alley. So this is definitely a nice little collector's item to have with the sneaker. Now let's get to the best part, the sneakers. These are the Nike Roshe Run Boxtrolls Trollstrikes. So first, around the ankle, you have a little tweed sort of heel tab. As we move down the heel, you can see a little component that's iridescent green and purple. It sort of matches the iridescent back of a beetle or a bug. And these bugs are actually thrown around, they're eaten. They're food and playthings basically for the Boxtrolls. You have your sugar sack lateral and medial side, so it wraps all the way around the sneaker, and it brings you to the front of the sneaker. The front of the sneaker is made in a sort of premium brown distressed / worn leather. What's even fun here is the laces. You know, they're not typical laces. This is made of sort of tweed material and metal turnkey and a button. Very interesting details to use for the lacing system. And they actually hold together pretty tightly and pretty well. So I was surprised at that. On the tongue, this features a very special little logo. This is Fish. Fish is actually the main character's stepfather, if you'd like to call it. He takes the main character, Eggs, in when he's a child, and he raises him as a Boxtrolls. It's really interesting and really entertaining. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly suggest that you do. Now we get to move from the outside to the inside of the sneaker, and this is where it gets interesting. The inside of the sneaker is made of a sort of cheese-themed sock liner. It's very interesting, and as you look inside, you can see the Boxtrolls logo printed on the insole of the sneaker. It's a super great little detail. It also says, dare to be square, which was a lot of the theme for this sneaker when it came. I actually had to pay extra shipping because this sneaker box was square instead of a regular rectangle. That really sucked because I had to pay literally 3 times the shipping, but it was definitely worth it when they came in the mail because the sneaker is unlike any other that I own in this collection. So you guys can see here that when I remove the paper from the sneaker, well, it's a regular padding paper. There's nothing special about it. And this is actually not the paper that's supposed to come with the sneaker. In fact, and as you guys can see, what's even funnier is that this regular paper is on the same sneaker that they put the StockX verified tag. What we're supposed to have is actually this thematic wrapping paper. And the wrapping paper is a sort of newspaper print that talks about Boxtrolls, and you can see cheese thefts continue, where's the Trubshore baby, you know, all these super interesting little tidbits that relate to the movie in this very thematic wrapping paper. Unfortunately, I didn't get to include with the sneakers, but yeah, I'm just really glad to have the sneakers themselves in hand and something that I can wear on feet. So now moving to the very bottom of the sneaker, you get a sort of cobblestone feel, which is very awesome. This is to represent, of course, the layer of street or the city at night that the Boxtrolls live under, and the streets that they roam, basically, when they're allowed to come out at night and exist among the people. When it comes to sizing, I'm usually a 10 with a wide foot. So that means I could go to about a 10.5 for a nice roomy fit. For these sneakers, I would definitely recommend you go a 0.5 size up, just because they might fit a little tight here and you might not have enough space at the toe box. I took a 10.5 and they definitely fit me perfectly. So for a nice, perfect, comfortable feel, I would probably go for a 0.5 size up. So now I'll show you guys the inside of the box, which is literally just as crazy as the rest of the sneakers. You got your StockX invoices. Of course, it's not complete without a sticker. And now we get a look at the inside of the box. The inside of the box reveals where the Boxtrolls live underground and their life. So it's a little bit about their habitat and sort of their habits. So as you guys can see, you've got a lot of foliage. You have a lot of like lettuce and bugs and beetles, and it's really just super beautiful. Again, the beetles are a sort of plaything as well as nourishment for the Boxtrolls, and it's a super interesting design on the inside of the box. I'm really glad that they decided to go all out on the packaging, even though it did cost me, you know, a lot more money when it came down to the shipping. These sneakers are really truly beautiful, and you know, I'm super excited to have added these to the collection. Again, it's another Laika sneaker, and I'm super stoked on them. They also did the Coraline sneakers here, which I've showed you guys recently, and when you put these two together, you can really see the energy and the attention that Nike and Laika are putting in when it comes to getting these sneakers being thematic and getting them right, getting them done well. I'm just super excited to have added these both to the collection, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that normal good stuff, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're one of the first ones to know as soon as I drop a new video. With that said, remember, wear your kicks, take care of them, have a great day, you guys. Peace.